Okay, we're gonna start another DLC this time. Except that I'm going to take 1 hour of sleep to heal up. I'm well rested. Local flavor. Investigate the riverboat. Yeah, we'll go to Arlington Library and the riverboat. It shouldn't be too long of a trek. We've burned through quite a lot of fuel. Something like 600 units. Talon Company. He's not gonna be alone there. "126 missiles. There should be at least 2 Talon Company guys. Usually they're in groups of 3. There it is. There's a missile launcher, isn't it? There's seems like it's almost a base there. Yeah, there's a lot of them there. I want to pass by this area without too much fuss. I'm not looking for trouble now. And this minefield. Riverboats. This is a proper riverboat.
You! Are you going to Point Lookout? I need your help. My daughter stowed away on the Duchess Gambit a few weeks ago, and I've been worried sick ever since. I haven't heard anything from her, but if you're going there, could you look for her? Please, I'll do anything to help.
Anything? Not very good options. I'm busy. She's probably dead, or I can't promise anything, but I'll look for her. That's, I think, good enough. Not a definite promise, but we'll keep an eye out.
Oh, bless you. Her name is Nadine, and she left a couple of weeks ago. Said she wanted to see the world. Silly little thing that she is. That Tobar said he dropped her off at Point Lookout, but who knows what's happened to her since then. I don't know if you can convince my little Nadine to come back, but just give her this note from me, would you?
Can you tell me about her?
She's about your age, and when she left, her hair was dyed bright orange. You shouldn't have any problem recognizing her. She told me she wanted to go find her fortune, but I thought it was too dangerous. I should have known better than to say that. Moment I told her she couldn't go, it was just a matter of time before she ran off.
Okay, know anything about Point Lookout?
Only that it's where Tobar gets those punga fruits he sells off. Must be making a good profit off of them, too. I hear rumors the place is full of swamps and killer plants, but I don't know about all that. Please, find my daughter.
So, potentially swampy. That Sounds quite good.
Welcome, my friend. I am Tobar the ferryman, and this fine vessel is the Duchess Gambit. We're just back from Point Lookout, but it won't be long before we set off again. Interested?
Sure, what's so special about Point Lookout?
You look like a woman who's been around the wastes, so I'll cut right to it. In Point Lookout, you'll find fresh-grown food, mysterious locales, and treasures as of yet unlooted. But keep your wits about you, because there's more than a few exotic critters and inhospitable locals. So stay here if you're too dainty to rough it.
Nice boat.
You should have seen her back in her heyday. Why, we traveled up and down the coast from the Commonwealth to the Broken Banks. Good times, but these days she's not fit to take out to the coast. Too many spouts ready to drown her and too many critters looking for lunch. But the Point Lookout run is good enough for now. We've got a sweet deal ferrying cargo and the occasional traveler.
I'll buy a ticket.
Looking for fame and fortune? Hoping to cultivate the delicious punga fruit? Or just looking to run away from your life on these dreary shores?
I guess this is to prevent totally clueless or new people from wandering here. It's still a fairly low entry barrier. Yeah, I'll just pay it. Do I need anything else?
Once you've got a ticket, just head into the cabin and settle in on the cot. We'll be there in no time.
Now let's ask about Nadine.
Ah, Nadine. Sprightly little tomboy with more curiosity than common sense, that one. Caused so much trouble on the trip that I probably would have thrown her overboard if she hadn't reminded me of myself at her age. I haven't seen her since we hit land at Point Lookout. But knowing her, I'll bet she's gotten herself in plenty of trouble. Whenever you're ready, just take a rest on the cot in the cabin. We'll be at Point Lookout in no time.
I like the music.
Welcome to Point Lookout, my friend. The trip was fine. The weather's nice and damp, and everything out there looks pleasant as ever. Looks like nothing's changed since my last visit, except all that smoke I saw on the way in.
Should I be worried?
Oh, nothing much. Just old Calvert Mansion. Just a huge abandoned estate teeming with who knows what opportunities for profitable scavenging. You know, nothing much. I know I said Point Lookout was perfect for treasure hunters, but it's a rare day when you get a beacon like that.
Any place you can recommend?
Depends what you're looking for. If you need supplies, head to the shop over at the end of these docks. Convenient, and I get caps for referring you. If you need a place to stay, there's an old motel further into town. The beds there are still pretty soft, even if it's because they're full of lice. And if you're looking for some hunting, there's a fella named Plick who runs a club out in the northeast. Strictly for high rollers, though. Good travels to you.
Well, it looks different. Even the buildings look different, so they just didn't recycle the stuff they had. Okay, this is quite an extensive area. And since we have the Explorer perk, we can see everything immediately. USS Ozymandias. Other ship or submarine? Lighthouse? Yeah. Calvert's Mansion. House of Wares. Motel. This is a situation where I wish I didn't take the perk. I didn't mind it in the Capital Wasteland because we had already explored the major areas, so it was more of a get to easy access to see what's left, so we can avoid a lot of totally pointless wandering. Now it's in a totally new area. It's just I wish I didn't see those sites. It's not a huge deal, but now we know what's everything here is.
Well, hello there, young traveler. The fates had told me that I would receive a visitor today. But I'm being rude. I am Madame Panada, and this is Madame Panada's House of Wares. For all things a traveler needs, I am here to provide. Bullets, stim packs, armor, weapons, junk. If you need it, Madame Panada has already anticipated your need and procured it months ago.
You even talked before your lips moved right there. That's quite a trick.
And what is it you would like to purchase?
Yeah, the lip syncing isn't... It's not that bad, but it doesn't... Almost feel like it's delayed some of the time, and some of the time it works fine, so... Yeah, I have no idea why. Confederate. Ah. Name a few. Yes. In many ways, it would have been good to know all these things, what these DLCs do before playing this. Some of these places would have been a great place to visit right at the start.
Take the greatest of care in the world, young traveler.
And I would have probably, although I would have skipped the mothership part.
Move along, please.
It provides the convenience of the instant repair items that I can use to repair my weaponry. But that's pretty much the only good thing that came from that. If we think about the overall campaign, Anchorage had a little bit to do with, since it at least none of the things we gained from there were real, they were all virtual, so the effects on the actual game was much less. So it could be very well easy to integrate part of it. This seems like it's it's just another wasteland map with different sites. So at least at this point it looks like a perfect addition to the original game to get away from the Capital Wasteland for a moment to experience something different. And well, we don't know what the enemies are, but the equipment they sell is something that would be more useful for it wouldn't have to be a high level character to really take advantage of that. The environments look different. Investigate the mansion. We'll visit the motel before going forward. I wonder if there are companions for here for us to get them killed. That would be nice. Where's the entrance to this? It's neutral there. Yeah, Homestead Motel. Just need to find the initial entrance. I probably missed it. I would presume it's on the other side, but okay, we can at least check some of these doors. It's just that the normal functioning doors look very similar to the doors that are nailed shut. Yeah, that's open. 1G. Where the offices? Surely I can just go to rooms 1B. Office. People's Bank. Office should be right here. Yeah. Ah, there it is. Yeah, new environment, new kind of graphics on the door. 1K room. I'm going to be a bit conservative about looting. For barrel shotgun. New weapon. Totally useless to us. Might have been a nice option for another type of character. Okay, door key to one cave. I don't particularly want to break in anywhere. Okay, it's on the north side. We'll probably start the main quest line here, whatever it is, pretty much immediately. Okay. Hey, pint-sized slasher mask. Our old friend. So, who owns room 1K? That's something we need to find out probably. Recruitment station, People's Bank of Pornica. I do want to visit some of these places just to see if there are stores or just explorable places. People's Bank. There. Roaches that I can't detect. Now I can. Weak ammunition. Police hat. Voice activated security system.
Welcome to ThinkCom. Secure teller. Vocal authorization requested.
The password is cheese?
Processing. Processing. Voice ID or password not recognized. Access denied. Access denied.
So we need both the password and some proper guide to say it out loud. Wine. Jack Garden Gnome. Drugs. Yeah, there are still a few things here. Yeah, I have a hard time believing that no one took the free money from this table. No one decided to look into this building and take the money. Hard average. Can easily bypass both. And we took lever action rifle. Another new weapon. Seems like a good weapon though this time. A very solid rifle. Fishing pole. We can do this kind of a lunchbox type looting when we leave this area. Sort of a pack up a lot of crap, as much as we can carry before heading out. But I'm not gonna do it now when the adventure is still right in front of us. Axe. Ooh, mini nuke. Activate DEA Officer Terminal. Field report. Local community informants provided intelligence leading to the capture and arrest of a priority person of interest, Wang Yang, aka Five Clawed Dragon. Yang is on file with DEA as a Chinese intelligence field agent operating within America and Canada over the past decade. Yang has been transferred to Turtle Dove detention camp for interrogation. Our office has so far declined comments to press and diplomats. Comments to press and diplomats. Okay, please have DoD relations advised regarding a public bulletin. Attention citizens of Point Lookout. Wang Yang, suspected communist and Chinese sympathizer, has been reported in the vicinity of Point Lookout. Agent Yang may be operating under an alias and or using a disguise. You are required to report any suspicious persons or behavior to Lieutenant Grumvolz, DEA, at the U.S. recruitment station located at 1811 St. Mary's Branch. Known aliases: Jamie Patrick, Maria Lopez, Stanley Derrick, Five Clawed Dragon. Okay, let's head for the Calvert Mansion. Seems to be the key to starting this whole mess, so let's get it started. Sort of interesting thing, yeah, this looks a bit different, much more grass, different type of grass, different type of trees. Ah, methane bubbles. Let's try this. Okay, they explode. Beachview campsite. Drugs and emeralds. And Punga fruit plant. Oh, someone's been living here. I'll take a quick sweep of the surrounding area of the house, see if there's any monsters, entry points, something of interest. No, it doesn't appear to be that there's anything of interest here. There might be minor things if we expand our search pattern a little bit. Search a wider area, but I don't think I want to do that. I want to start whatever is happening here. Start to get some kind of a initial grip what the hell is going on.
You're no tribal. Get in here and help me fight these bastards off, goddammit.
That sounds like a zombie ghoul.
Yes, you. I see you out there. Stop digging around and help me, or else these cocksuckers will be coming after you next.
Charming person. Yeah, we have no precision.
Shitter get off the phone, Joker.
What's going on? Eyeballs.
Keep firing.
Yeah, that's a hungry looking dog. Jesus Christ. Tribal garb, it's a decent damage resistance, but it's a light armor. Knives and axes. So the savages are attacking. Yeah, they have basic weaponry.
They've been at it all night. I think they're just about to breach the inner walls. Follow me. I'm going to go check it out.
I'm taking the submachine gun because I want some kind of a weapon that possibly won't kill everyone else if I use it.
Hey, over here. There you go. Keep it up.
Their shotguns were quite damaging. Double barrel shotgun, yeah, I'll take it. It's better than this. It's fairly powerful. I mean, properly powerful. Probably gonna get
It looks
great
like
for.
they're coming in from somewhere upstairs. Hurry, follow me.
He's probably an essential character.
Go through these doors and up the stairs. Find where they are coming in and stop them. I'll be keeping an eye on the cameras down here. Hurry.
Block off the breach upstairs. The west wing. No, don't take that. Jeez.
Impure.
It's not like super mutants. Smells like heavy level scaling. Yeah, I get the idea. It's supposed to be challenging at every point, but I hate it when my weapons are made to feel like they don't affect anything. The armor they have would not explain how they could survive things. That's the problem. It's very light. So it means their damage resistance is pretty low, and still they take a huge tons of hits to kill. Contributes heavily to the feeling that minigun is also totally worthless because it never kills anything. It can, because they have such large hit point pools. In many ways it would be better if I could have capped my own level to a lower level. The level cap increase is, I guess it's for some people it's the largest draw while buying DLCs. But the game was better overall in balance when I was at a lower level. I would not have wanted to level up to level 30. It also means I can probably get everything I want to 100 without any difficulty. So it sort of makes skill specialization totally pointless too. Sneak attack critical. Yeah, these are fairly tough ones. I do like this. I mean, I don't mean just the fact that I can one-shot these, but it's it shoots everything he has with a single blast. It's fairly powerful, doesn't weigh all that much, so it's a good support weapon for us. So I think I'll keep the shotgun throughout the rest of the game. It's exactly what we want when we need to support our companions. And it sort of highlights the difference between a normal combat and being able to do sneak attacks. The difference is pretty significant. And with heavy weapons, we don't really have anything capable of doing those. We need to use grenades, and I don't really want to use nuclear grenades on these. We have a few frag grenades, but I'm not sure if that will do. It very well might. If we get a sneak attack, sure. So why are we killing these tribals? Sneak attack? Not enough. Yeah, the shotgun hurts. That hurts a lot. No, that's a rifle. Some of my armor in that bad of a condition. No. We're still negating about half the damage they do. They don't seem to... I'm dead. Yeah, that was close. Fire is no good against these. Nah, that's a bit of a problem. It's what we mostly have to offer. Could try the missile launcher, I guess. We have to try something.
Now hurry up and seal that hole. It looks like an explosion should do the trick. Maybe there's something explosive near the hole you can shoot. Over here.
Okay, mission accomplished. We need to figure out a way to fight
Good
these
job
guys.
blocking off that hole. Hurry and get in here. Looks like they're about to breach from the east wing.
Why am I murdering these guys? I'm murdering mainly because it seems like I have to keep things moving. Yeah, he's running out of dogs. Lever action rifle. This is a very solid weapon.
Hurry, get in there before more of them come out. Find where they're coming from and stop them. Just like before, I'll be keeping an eye out.
Okay, stop them like before. They're gonna break the door. No. It's gonna break because of story.
Look what we have here.
Yeah, they're pretty much as tough as the worst super mutants. Yeah. I need to load. Missiles do nothing to them, and their axes cut through my damage resistance like it's nothing. So, level scaling. This is pretty bad level scaling. We'll adapt. We'll survive.
Just getting jumpy, I guess.
We need sneak attack criticals, so yeah. Basically, my power armor can't protect me from a weak axe. So yeah, these guys are level scaled quite severely. It does mean though that you probably have no reason to avoid coming here at any point, because it doesn't make all that much of a difference. I just wish a power armor would help something a little against struggles. Sort of like make feel that it's not just not a bulletproof vest. It's an actual high-tech metal arm, full suit that protects you from all over the place. So someone trying to beat you with an axe would have a tough time of it, don't we know? I'm not sure how they're level scaled though. Either they have a massive normal damage or they have some kind of 8 to bypass the damage resistance.
Look what we have here.
How good is this? Yeah, it does nothing to them. Yeah. Axe is a much tougher weapon in their hands than multiple point-blank shotgun shots to the face is with my weapons. This is one of the reasons I hate using difficulty level sliders in vanilla settings of Bethesda games, because it reduces your damage and increases the health pool of enemies. So you can imagine a level scale situation like that where it's already ridiculous that powerful weapons don't work on people with armor that has exposed skin. And then you keep reducing your weapon damage, player weapon damage, and increasing the health pool. So is that fun for anything? Sure, it's more challenging, but it's not in a just. I would hate the game just even more. It doesn't make it more difficult. It makes it in a just make it worse. It might. Yeah.
There you are.
Might work in some games very well, but I feel in a role-playing game, no. Yeah, he has a shotgun. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely goddamn nothing. You need a critical strike to have your weapons basically function like they should. Well, now we know I don't have any misunderstandings of what this is going to be. And if I had doubts about do I want to mod the New Vegas version, and now I don't really have, because I'm fairly certain it's at least very similar to the level scaling in that. No drastic changes. I don't want to play like this. I don't mind if I would be more vulnerable like this, but I would still wish them to die if I shove a double-barrel shotgun in their mouths and pull the trigger most of the time, at least, unless it's some kind of special guy. This is a very powerful weapon. I mean, people die from shooting other than getting it, besides critical hits. I'd like people to die from normal shooting too. Yeah, I would have definitely preferred that my level cap would have stayed at 20, not go 30. The Nuka-Cola Quantum recipe help is the only thing that I really appreciate from that. Everything else has sort of been, what the hell do I do with these perks, and I don't really have any place to put these skill points in, type of thing. So there hasn't been a real need for it, and the scaling has just gone from bad to worse.
Look what we have here. You will feed the hungry. You will feed the hungry.
Yes. Yeah, these are maybe super mutant master level enemies as a standard humans. With the super mutant I sort of understand it, because they are supposed to be a lot tougher than humans. These, unless these are some kind of a weird mutant breed that happen to look exactly like normal humans, yeah, no. Jesus Christ, Enclave guys with power armor are probably at equal level as these. So it breaks my immersion quite heavily. These, what do they have? They have basically some kind of perk. Clothing exposed skin. They have no armor to speak of. They really some kind of leather, maybe rags, and they're as tough as Enclave power armor guys. So yeah, I hate it. Hate it. I don't want to think about game mechanics in a situation like this. I would like to just play this scenario like it's intended, but this kind of it just slaps you in the face so much that I can't help but do it. Well, I do appreciate the fact though, because yeah, I'm definitely playing a modded New Vegas. Oh god, am I going to play a modded one? I think it pisses me off here more than normally because it would be so easy to slight alterations and the need to do it would go away. That's how it is. Um, as much as I love Bethesda games like these, and I do love them quite a bit, they're on my favorite game list mostly because they've made them easy to mod. They created a huge sandbox, but either they are incompetent at coming up with game mechanics for them, I mean combat balance, or they are aiming for a very specific type of player. I don't really mind that because the system is so familiar that you can basically, without too much trouble, take the existing combat balance systems from earlier games and sort of adapt them to every new game they now make. Because people know how to make a better game mechanically, and since the game is modding friendly, it doesn't have to. You don't have to fight against the developer to have your modifications be made available to other players and yourself. It's made somewhat easy. So I think that's the major influence why Bethesda games like these are so popular. Yeah. Yeah, the axe does like 100 points of damage, and the damage for me is 13. So that's 100 points of damage with against a damage resistance of 50%, so 200 points per hit. I think there's I've encountered something like this before, but it was not because of level scaling, because of there was a vast difference between what player characters do and what the NPCs do, as far as stats are concerned. I mean, the damage was on a different scale as was hit points. So player damage was extremely high because NPC damage was, I mean, health pools were extremely high, and NPC damage was fairly low because player health pools was fairly low. So it works in just fine in normal situations. But what it was that if you played the game at a higher difficulty, it took friendly fire, put friendly fire back on into the game. But the system was never designed to have that in there. So you have your massive abilities. That AoA, yeah, you have your massive damage player abilities against the huge NPC hit point pools. But you don't have to be a genius to figure out what happens when you apply the same damage to the much smaller player hit point pools. It's basically even any kind of AoA attack would do much more damage than any player could even theoretically have. So what it means that it was instant death to all your characters, while the random street ruffian that happened to also get hit by it barely took 1/5 of his health as damage, and the superhero dies in a single hit. So it also creates some of these weird situations when you don't have a unified system for everything, and you have a huge disparity between health pools and damage applications. Again, if you disable friendly fire, the thing works mostly well, but it's retarded. It's like you're catering the game to some kind of small children who are totally incapable of understanding that if you shoot a missile launcher in the back of your ally, that should hurt him. It's not something to do. Something you should not do.
Hey! You...
I mean, understand that it might be annoying for a person who has no concept of tactics and just wants to keep firing in all situations, and doesn't want to be told that he's doing badly because he's murdering half his team, but that sort of point and risk of using some powerful explosives and AoA area effect weapons, you're supposed to be able to. They're a great tactical weapon, but if you are totally incapable of using them, you're going to get everyone else killed too in your own team. It's not a design problem, it's exactly how they're supposed to work. Either you know how to use them or you don't use them at all. I can understand it being off in some situations. If the game doesn't allow good chances to really manage how you do things, then I understand it. System like that might be something like in a arcade combat system, for example. You have your cooperative play in a fighting game, for example. Side-scrolling fighting game. If it's a system that's very prone to you hitting your own guy, and it means basically instant death for the other guy, or it's basically makes the game almost impossible to play. Yeah, just switch it off. That's fine. But if you have like a tactical combat in a role-playing game, which usually these have, no, no. Here, I guess companions could be made essential on normal difficulty, for example. So they fall unconscious if their hit points go to 0, and if you want them to be killable, just play on hard difficulty or something like that. That's more my line of difficulty settings, that it actually changes how the game works instead of just raises hit point pool. Casual gamers can still keep their companions alive they love, but people who want to play a tougher mode need to accept the risk that you might lose your companions.
That's one less way for them to get in. Follow me. I think we're about to get hit hard. Yeah, here they come. Grab all the ammo and stim packs you need. This is gonna be a rough one. If you have any mines, now's the time to use them. They could come in through any of the boarded up doors at any second. Okay, any second now. Get ready.
Let's see.
Here they come. Second floor on the right.
Yeah, I don't really have, again, weapons to use in this situation. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
More of them. On the right. First floor. The door on the left. First floor. Over there. Get in. They're at the front door. Get ready. That looks like the last of them. They're on a pretty good shot.
Yeah. I do feel more justified in using nukes here, because simply this is a much tougher fight than fighting normal super mutants even. Or super mutant masters, I'd rather fight them than these. So, level scaling gone down badly. And I've seen worse. I think the worst I've seen is Oblivion. Out of Bethesda games, I think I'm playing them from Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3. I think New Vegas is not Bethesda, but basically it's the same game as this, very much so. Oblivion is shittiest by far. It's absolutely awful. It's the shittiest level scaling system I've ever seen in a game, and it basically I played it I think a couple of hours on the vanilla system, and then I just stopped playing it until someone fixed the whole system. It's totally unbearable. You could literally play the game through with a first level character, because everything scales according to you. I mean everything, and if you fight shittiest monsters you could possibly fight with a powerful opponent, the poor guys or bandits trying to rob you for 100 gold, which is nothing, or sporting equipment that would be worth probably tens of thousands. Because everything scales, there was no limit, at least initially. They could get a basic poor robber could get equipment you couldn't buy in a shop because it was too rare. That kind of level scaling. So it was terrible. This is nothing compared to it. This is something I dislike, but I can certainly bear with this without much issues. I just think this is silly. This breaks the immersion totally. So I dislike it, but this is nothing compared to it. Yeah, these guys also have nothing to offer. Hunting rifles, but they're more dangerous than Super Mutant Masters. Yeah, I'll shut up about it, and I'll end this here for now.